Hey everyone, this is the Anker SOLIX F3000 portable power station, and it's the one I'd actually plug into my house if the power ever went out. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I know there are a lot of big battery boxes out there, but most of them feel like they were designed by engineers who never actually cooked a meal or ran a fridge. This one feels different. It's got a 3072 Wh capacity, which sounds like a number until you realize it's enough to keep a full-size refrigerator running for 2 days straight. I tested it with a 15 cubic foot fridge pulling about 150 Wh a day, and after 48 hours the screen still showed 30% left. That's the kind of margin you want when you're not sure when the grid's coming back. What really surprised me was the solar side. The box supports up to two 400W of solar input, so if you've got 4 decent panels you can top it off in a few hours of decent sun. I set up two 400W panels in my driveway and watched the charge bar climb from 20% to 80% while I made lunch. No generator noise, no fumes, just sunlight turning into power. If you're living off-grid or just want a quieter backup, that solar flexibility is huge. Pass-through charging is another place this box shines. It can handle 3 600W coming in and going out at the same time, so you can run a microwave and still top off your laptop without any hiccups. I ran a 200W microwave, a 300W laptop, and a 60W LED light strip simultaneously for an hour and the battery barely blinked. That kind of headroom means you're not constantly shuffling plugs around when the lights go out. The 120/240V split-phase outlets are a game-saver for RVs and home setups. I plugged in a 240V table saw in my garage and it ran just like it was on house power, no weird adapters, no reduced speed. If you've ever tried to power a welder or a big compressor off a cheap inverter, you'll appreciate not having to explain to your spouse why the battery died halfway through the project. Expanding the system is straightforward too. Each SOLIX F3000 battery module adds another 3072 Wh, and you can stack up to 8 for a whopping 24 kilowatt-hours if you really want to go off-grid for weeks. I added one extra module and now I've got enough stored power to keep my Wi-Fi, fridge, and a couple of medical devices running for almost a week without sunlight. That kind of scalability is rare in this price range. Charging speed is where this thing leaves most competitors in the dust. A 6000W wall charger can fill the main unit from empty to full in under an hour. I timed it, 58 minutes flat with a 6 kilowatts outlet. Even if you're stuck using a regular 120V outlet, it still pulls about 500W, so you're not waiting all night. That fast recovery is what turns a backup into a don't even notice power source. One small detail that matters in real life, the display is bright and readable even in direct sunlight, and it shows both input and output watts plus estimated run times for whatever you've plugged in. I've used cheaper units where the screen washed out or the numbers didn't make sense. Here you always know exactly how much juice you've got left. Now, it's not perfect. The unit itself weighs about 88 pounds. So rolling it around on its little wheels is doable but not fun on a gravel driveway. If you plan to move it often, budget for a hand truck or a second set of wheels. Also, the solar connectors are MC4, so if you're used to Anderson plugs you'll need an adapter cable. Neither of those issues kept me from buying mine, but they're worth knowing before you click purchase. If you're on the fence between this and something smaller, ask yourself how long you want the lights to stay on during the next outage. Anything under 2000Wh starts feeling tight once you add a fridge, a few lights, and a phone charger. The F3000 gives you real breathing room without breaking the bank compared to the 10 kilowatt-hour behemoths. Link is below if you want to see the current price and read the latest reviews.